Hi, everybody. I'm Doug Miles, along with Hall of Fame coach John Mackler, here at Mackler Memorial Stadium on the campus of Southeast High School, where we saw really a classic football game tonight as the Manatee Hurricanes come in and defeat Southeast 31-24, but not without being a little bit scared, I'm sure, because they were down 24-7 at halftime.
Yeah, this was a game that we knew that was going to be a tough game right from the get-go. The first half, in fact, the very first few plays, we watched Blakely start running, and we kept saying that, you know, if they don't stop him, he's going to be a tough one to bring down. And near the end of the first half, the Seminoles started getting on him, and they were able to cut him down, cut his lanes down, and they went into halftime with a 24-7 score. And I'm going, you know, this is, you know, not really what we expected, but this is, you know, really a good game. Yeah, but then the second half, Manatee came back and they showed us what a number 2 ranked school in the nation does when they're down 24-7. They come back and, you know, they win the game.
Yeah, Blakely 4 touchdowns in the game tonight, really carrying the team in the second half pretty much to the victory, almost single-handedly. Cord Sandberg had a couple of big runs in the game as quarterback, too. Ran the offense very well and really shutting down Southeast, too. Had a lot of players cramping up in the second half as well, and you got to give Paul Meckley's team a lot of credit. They hung in there tonight, despite a lot of the players having to be helped off the field several times for cramping issues.
And those players kept coming back. We saw Calvin Williams come back a number of times. We saw
Reggie White
went out a couple times, come right back. These guys really wanted to win this game, and they weren't going to let a little bit of cramping stop them. But yet, you know, the heat, the humidity, it just seemed to take a toll on the Seminoles.
Brian Poole had 2 touchdowns in the game, one of 24 and one of 40 yards for Southeast in that first half as they jumped out to that 24-7 lead. Also had a big interception in the game on defense, but the second half, as we mentioned, was all Manatee tonight, as Joe Canan's team is now 4-0 on the year, officially 3-0, because the first game does not count in the standings. That was on TV on ESPN against Plant, and Southeast drops to a 2-up and 1 down on the season.
And that's not, you know, the Seminoles, they played an outstanding game.
They really did.
You know, so they can't lower their heads and say, you know, we didn't win this game. Those guys put up a great fight against a big powerhouse like Manatee, and this is always a big rival game. Calvin Williams, our owner of the Sarasota Millionaires, said that, you know, the rankings and everything go out the window on a game like this, and it just about did. That's about what we saw. Except, you know, we saw how Manatee kept plugging, kept shutting him down. Finally, you know, Blakely kept running all over the field, scoring touchdown after touchdown. It was just hard to keep up with him.
Great ball game tonight. We have another good one for you next week, as we'll be at the Ram Bowl at Riverview High School, taking as the Riverview Rams take on the Venice Indians. We'll be on the air at 7:25 next Friday night on all of our multiple website affiliates, including DougMilesMedia.com, and I'd like to welcome our newest affiliate, the BradentonTimes.com, where we have full coverage of Manatee High School football all season long. But Coach, a great game tonight. Looking forward to another one next week.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this because the Indians are doing very well, and we've seen what the Rams can do, so it should be another great game.
Final score once again from Packer Stadium in Southeast tonight. The Manatee Hurricanes 31, the Southeast Seminoles 24. For Hall of Fame coach John Mackler, I'm Doug Miles saying thanks for watching. We'll see you again next week.